Welcome students. Today I am going to discuss about 5th standard science subject in term 3 lesson 2 animals. In last class we have studied about sexual reproduction, the topic embryo formation. The animals they have divided into two groups, viviparous animals and oviparous animals. In last class already studied about oviparous animals. In this video let us brief about the viviparous animals. Embryo formation. Before the topic, what do you mean by embryo? The zygote, that means fertilized egg, further divides repeatedly into group of cells. These cells develop into different tissues and organs, constitutions a full body. This structure is known as embryo. The embryo continues to develop in the uterus and it is developed into body parts such as head, face, hands, legs, etc. Based on whether the embryo develops outside or inside the body, animals are classified into oviparous and viviparous respectively. Now let us see the topic viviparous animals. Animals in which the embryo develops inside the body are called viviparous animals. These are the examples of viviparous animals: cow, cat, donkey, dog, monkey, giraffe are the examples for viviparous animals. A goat is a viviparous animal. Once again, viviparous animals are born, live. They depend on their mothers when they are babies. They drink their mother's milk. Once again, they depend on their mothers when they are babies. They drink their mother's milk. For example, dogs, cats, lions, horses, cow, etc. Next, difference between oviparous and viviparous animals. Oviparous animals. It refers to the animals that produce eggs that mature and catch after being expelled from the body. In viviparous animals refer to the animals that give birth to developed live young individuals. Second one, lay either fertilized or unfertilized eggs. In viviparous animals give birth to young individuals. Third point, may undergo internal or external fertilization. In viviparous animals undergo internal fertilization. Fourth point, the development of the zygote occurs outside the female. The development of the zygote occurs inside the female. In fifth point, oviparous animals, the embryo receives nutrients from the yolk. In viviparous animals, the embryo receives nutrients from the mother. Sixth point, in oviparous animals, the chances of survival are less. Viviparous animals, the chances of survival are more. Then last point, oviparous animals. For examples, birds, reptiles, amphibians, most fish, insects are examples for oviparous animals. And viviparous animals, for examples, humans, cow, deer, dogs, cats, goat, etc. These are the difference between the oviparous and viviparous animals. Do you know, children? Amphibians are animals which have double life. The early part of an amphibian's life is spent in the water. As they get older, they spend time on land. Amphibians, like frog, lay thousands and sometimes millions of small and soft eggs in the water. Once again, amphibians are animals which have double life. The early part of an amphibian's life is spent in the water. As they get older, they spend time on land. Amphibians like frog lay thousands and sometimes millions of small and soft eggs in the water. Once again, viviparous animals, animals in which the embryo develops inside the body, that is known as viviparous animals. These animals give birth to the young ones. I hope all are understood today's topic. Thank you for listening, students.